is awkward.
Told me that before. When I click recording, it's never told me. Okay, that's weird. But okay, so we're recording now because the computer wants to fucking tell us randomly. How are you?
Dude,
It's been a minute.
Dude, it's been a long minute for sure. I can't even think of the last time we talked, aside from like a little Facebook here and there.
Last time I saw you guys and all that good stuff was the show we played back in 2019. In Carson City.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was fun.
No, wait, no. Because we saw you guys. I think I went to go see you guys when you guys played in SAC. I don't know if that was.
Oh, we did. We did early. It was actually right before COVID hit. So that was February. It was like right around February 19th, 20th, somewhere right before COVID really made an entrance into everyone's lives.
Okay, then yeah, that was the last time I saw everybody. Man, dude, you guys, I swear, y'all deserve so much more. Whenever time I see you guys, I'm like, dude, these are my friends. They're so good.
Oh, I appreciate that. I feel like you're being a little too nice, but we love it.
Nah, dude, dude, man, I fucking, me and Jordan, dude, we still fucking jam we only have the one song, fuck, I can't even think about it. Don't say it. I hate myself that I fucking...
Oh, I like this. I like when you just get stuck in that spot and you know it. It's so close.
Yeah.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
Let me watch this. I'll go to my library.
And you got to look it up? You're supposed to guess without looking.
No, it's my main squeeze playlist. And you guys are on my main squeeze.
Oh, and we made the squeeze. I like that.
Dude, I have fucking I think I have 2,000 songs on this thing, and y'all are on it.
Hey, 1 out of 2,000 is good. I guess
that mean well, put it this way is that I don't put music on my main playlist if I wouldn't listen to it every day. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no, for sure. There's a bunch of stuff that runs through my
I Am the Light. That's the only one that pops up when I go on Spotify. So that's the only one I have. I don't know how to find.
We had issues, I guess, with we had Captain's Log, and it was on there for a minute, and then I don't know if we missed a payment. I don't know how that shit works. I don't do that side of the band.
No, so, who did you guys go through to upload?
DistroKid.
Then it's.
I heard it was on there. Then I heard it wasn't. Then I heard it was. But there's a lot of other, like our old albums are all on there, I believe.
How the hell do I find all those?
I would just search "We Predict a Riot" for those who don't know.
The only thing that comes up is "I Am the Light." That's it. Oh, Captain's Log is up on here too now.
Oh, perfect. See, that was the one that we were having an issue with.
Yeah, I know.
That's one of my favorites. So.
Is it gonna work? Oh, well, guess what? I'm gonna click add to playlist, and I'm gonna scroll down to my main squeeze. I have 947 songs now. I have 2,000 on my other one. That's what it was. So my main ones are the ones that I listen to literally every single day. Like I just put the playlist on while I'm at work and there's only songs on the playlist. And then like I have another one that is literally like it's just all my friends' bands, music I grew up listening to, just nostalgic shit. That's like all it is.
Oh, you gotta take it back to the nostalgic shit. But that's one thing I've always liked about you is the style of music you guys play compared to what we play is a little more aggressive, a little faster, upbeat tempo.
Yeah.
But you're always so open to so many other genres of music, and you always make sure you give all these bands a chance, whether you like it or not. If you don't, cool. But
yeah.
you always have been the guy, like, let me hear it. Let's see what we can do with it. And you've always been that guy to give it a shot. And if it works, cool. If it doesn't, that's also all right. Not every genre of music or every band is good for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty honest. Like when someone goes, "Hey man, give me your opinion on this song," then I'll tell them like the truth. Like, they're asking me for an honest opinion because obviously they think that my opinion matters. So what I'll do is I'll tell them the truth about the song. That way, if they feel like, oh, you know what, since he's suggesting this or this or this, maybe we should listen to them. Or they could be like, oh, dude, thanks for listening. Fuck off. But
Right, yeah.
yeah, I
Hey,
mean, but I could like stuff even though it's not like I don't listen to rap. But if like any of my friends that make rap, if they send it my way, I'll listen to it and I'll try to listen to it as if I did actually like rap music. And
right.
if it's good, I'm like, dude, it's actually fucking good. Like I don't like this kind of stuff, but you're doing a good job.
Yeah, there's some country that, well, not some, most, all. I'm gonna go ahead and say all that I just don't like. But then I hang out with people who listen to it, so I'm listening to it, like you said, as if I liked it. And there's certain things I could pick apart in a country song that I'm like, fuck, these guys are musically they're talented. I can hear the musicianship behind it, the way the song is composed, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
Do I like the fucking song? No,
No, I don't like.
absolutely not.
But
Do
I
I
mean,
give it credit? Probably not. But I understand where they're coming from.
as musician, yeah. But anyway, so something a couple things before we actually like really dive on in is like don't say anything that I'm gonna have to edit out because I just don't want to edit shit.
What would I say that you'd have to edit out?
Like say you say something like say something. Oh, okay, well first of all, don't say anything bad. But I'm talking about like say you say a spoiler for something and you're like, oh fuck, edit that out. I'm not supposed to say that. Kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
But
It'd be
like
cool if I had shit to say that was going to be a spoiler. I'd be stoked on that. But
fuck, man, because last time you guys were even over, you guys were actually recording more songs, right?
yeah, yep,
That
that
was
was the thing. And so, with that being said, we have some shit that's pretty much ready to go. We got to tighten up a couple spots vocally, but um, so we were down there in Sacramento, right around the corner from your house,
yeah,
and once COVID hit, the studio had to shut down,
yeah.
and then he opened back up, and we happened to squeeze in there for like the month he was open. Got a lot of shit done, but we didn't get everything done. Well, then COVID hit again, shut him down again. So he had to end up shutting his whole studio down. So we're at a huge standstill right now. We have these songs that are so close to being done, and he's one of the few people that we actually trust to record our stuff. It's Sean Stack at Fat Cat Recording in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
So he closed the whole studio down, moved out, and he's
Oh, he
actually going
moved
to.
out.
Yeah, so it's
Oh
all bad for us.
shit! So where is he going now? Do you
So
know?
he's moving to Texas,
Oh,
actually.
with all your music.
Yeah. So the good part is we have 3 songs I think that are ready to go, and we just need to finish up some of the vocals, which we can record here in town, and then shoot it to him, and have him mix and master everything.
Are
And
you
that's
guys
all that we
paying
have.
for that spot to record vocals?
So our singer actually he plays guitar really
Johnny?
well.
Johnny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's fucking rad, dude. He plays guitar like he's probably better than either of me or Ray in the band.
No, really?
He's
I
just
seen him put like little things up, but you guys are shred.
he's got this crazy style, dude. Like it's a different style for sure. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he could play anything I could play. I couldn't play most of the shit he can play. He's just got this crazy style, dude. He's super talented when it comes to guitar, when it comes to vocals, when it comes to writing. Just the way he writes lyrics and stuff is super impressive. But he's got a spot with with his other band. He plays guitar in, and they have kind of set up a recording area, which for vocals, it's not, you don't need anything crazy,
No.
kind of like the room you're in right now.
This is
But
my vocal booth I built.
yeah, exactly. I mean, for vocals, that's all you need. Like the hard part about recording, I think ultimately is drums and guitar,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're just running direct into a computer or whatever for guitar, but drums mostly. So anyways, he's got this studio set up for we can at least get the vocals done. So once we do that, we can still shoot it over to Sean from Fat Cat. He's going to mix and master everything, and then he's moving to Texas, and we're kind of in limbo as far as the studio goes.
Well, shit, dude. I've been talking to a few different bands and like a few different people, and like a lot of people have been reaching out to us about doing Titan Fest again. And
I seen that, dude. I seen the Facebook post.
yeah, and dude, I don't know. I have a lot of out of state bands that want to come through. So part of me feels like, is it smart to just say fuck it, and anyone that wants to play, like fuck it, we'll just play it, or do I be a little bit more strategic about the idea of like, hey, let's keep it kind of like more local based for now, and then later on accept these bands. But then I think about it, it's like some of these bands might not be around next year or 2 years from now or 5 years from now. So it's like,
Well,
I'm so stuck.
I mean, at that point, you don't want to think about everyone else. You kind of want to think about what you got going on and what you want to do and how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I think with that, you guys have been playing in your garage, if I'm not correct.
Just the one time. We did the one show, the one Titan Fest here. But I don't think we would do it again here, to be honest. I don't want all those people at my house. I know it was we had 150 written down with like their age and like their name and like fucking all that stuff, because we wanted to make sure that if you were 21 you could drink, if you were under 21 you couldn't drink, kind of thing. Trying to be safe, you know.
Yeah,
And
for sure. Cover your ass.
yeah, so we had 150 written down, but I had friends that were like, yeah, no. They were like, dude, there were so many people here that weren't even checking in. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah, dude, like they were just coming through the front door even though they weren't supposed to. And I was like, fuck. So I've had some people tell me they're like probably like 200. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, and your house isn't like a fucking mansion or anything.
No.
So with that being said, I mean, what's the plan for the Titan Fest? Because I mean that it's kind of always been a good thing for you guys, and it kind of represents who you are and what you're about. You guys like to party. You guys like to have good bands around, and you kind of cater to other bands. So
Yeah, no, so we had the toss-up idea of why not host it at Cafe Colonial and the Colony, because they're technically, so they're like literally next door. Like the back of the building, like not the building, the back of each room, there's like a doorway that connects them together. So, and like if the owner that owns Cafe owns the Colony, they both have stages. So I thought, well, fuck it, let's just do the fest there, and I'll have bands that were supposed to be on 2020 be on one side, and bands of 2021 will be on the other side. And I thought, man, that would be such a cool idea. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, something that makes Titan Fest is it's like it's not in a venue. You know what I'm saying? That it's, and like we have people making food and shit like that there. You don't gotta like wait in line and order it, kind of thing. I mean, say we did have a bunch of people ordering food, then you gotta wait in line. But realistically, like you're not waiting in line, as in like you're not like, you don't go to a bartender and say, hey, can I get this and this and this, and you just sit at the table and wait for it to be served to you or whatever. You're not in that atmosphere. And so like a part of me has been kind of like looking into how much it costs to rent a stage, rent equipment for sound and all this, and it's fucking so goddamn expensive. And I'm just like, I could pull it off, but at that point I would actually have to charge people to show up.
Yeah,
sucks.
for sure.
And it really sucks that I would have to do that, but it's like, it's not, I'm not trying to get rich off this shit. I'm just trying to at least make my money back for putting
that's breaking even.
Exactly. Like breaking even would be completely fine with me. But then it's like, how do I keep growing? Because I can't keep, because I will always be limited by how much is in my pocket currently. You get what I'm saying? So it's like trying to get a bigger stage or bigger area to play. It's like all that is money. And it's like, I can't run a festival off of money. So it's like, that's why I'm like, well, I could do Cafe Colonial one time just to kind of do the festival again. Awesome. Get the bands out here. Awesome. But at the same time, it's like, these bands want a different experience from a small venue. And that experience is Titan Fest. And how am I going to provide that to them? Putting them in the same room that they could play if they were on tour with 4 other bands,
Right.
So I don't know. There's just so much to think about, and being in making it a metal. I'm not saying metal festival, but a majority of it being metal screaming music. A lot of the parks in our area are like not down for that. They're just like,
Yeah,
no.
if it was reggae or something, sure, it'd be no problem.
Yeah, but the whole it's not. There's a no go. I did have the idea though, like it would be cool because like down the street from my house there is a baseball park, and it's like gated and shit, right? So I thought like,
Yeah.
well, it could possibly happen where it's like if I ask the city like, hey, on this day for this park, like, can I fucking borrow the park, what is it called, the baseball aspect of it, and
Right.
like line it up with like not cloth but some kind of tarp all the way across it. That way, if you want to go to the show, you have to pay like $5 to get in or whatever.
Or I'm
it
sure
is.
there's like a long road or something to even get in. You could charge it,
Well, no, so it's like literally like there's houses across the street from this park. So too bad there wasn't a long street, but like
Oh, so that's a bummer too, because you got to worry about noise ordinance and all that bullshit.
yeah. But if depending on how I do it, because yeah, I don't know. There's just so many little like fucking things that just.
So it's kind of crazy you brought this up because my buddy Jason Selesky, he plays in Hypnotic Death. I think he played at Remedies that day you guys were there, or maybe it was a show after or something. Anyways, he's been working on this thing where out in Dayton, it's like probably 10, 15 miles from my house here in Carson. He's going to rent out the rodeo grounds, and it's literally in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no way anyone's going to be able to hear no matter how late we play. So what we're thinking about doing in September, which I'll keep you informed on, we're going to rent it out. We're going to do a Friday, Saturday camping. I don't know if we're going to have bonfires at that point. It might be fire season. But if we have to build a stage with pallets and fucking some, plywood, whatever we got to do. But we're going to try to do this Friday, Saturday festival in September. Bring a couple bands from out of town. A lot of local bands. Yep. And let everyone camp. You pay a one-time fee for camping or a one-time fee for the show, Friday, Saturday, whatever,
Yeah.
We're still kind of working out the details. We got to talk to the city and the fire department and this and that. But he's pretty much throwing this whole thing together, dude. And we want not just metal bands, but, reggae, punk rock, whatever, like just anything.
Yeah.
And just try to just put on a huge show. We'll do Friday. We'll probably start around 5 on Friday. And then Saturday, just kind of making an all-day thing where you camp Friday and you can camp Saturday. We don't like anyone drinking and driving. So
yeah, well, that's good.
If that's something you don't want to do is drink and drive, grab a fucking tent, dude, and post up, sleep in your car, do whatever, or just party all night.
Let us. I mean, if you want us onto it, we'll say yes. We don't really plan on playing shows yet until September or October, anyways. But if we have a goal to meet, then fuck it. I'll just let the guys know, like they're putting this little thing on out in fucking Carson City. If you guys want to do it, like they said, we're more than welcome to. But I mean, you can talk to me about it later.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think if everything goes as planned, it's going to be fucking rad. It's going to be rad regardless, but as long as we can get the permits and whatnot, which Jason's doing a fucking solid job on getting everything set up. Get some sponsors, we'll build a stage. It'll be a DIY 100%. And, it's just something we're going to make happen. He does it every year in his backyard. So it's like a pig roast.
Oh, okay. That's sick.
And his backyard meets up to an open field. So last year we just camped in right behind his yard, just a huge fucking field. And so we just posted up in his field. We played and then just went behind his fucking yard and partied all night. It was sick. But it's getting too big to be at his house, which is good. So now we're kind of thinking ahead. So, but again, it kind of comes down to we got to charge people because we got to pay for every day that we're there.
Yeah.
And we got to pay for fucking insurance. We got to pay for fucking sound, stage if we want to go that far.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to figure out the best way we can do this without charging a whole bunch. But I mean, if we're offering live music and camping, that's pretty fucking rad. Like,
yeah. What were you guys thinking? Like $100?
well, no, that's a little steep.
Oh.
I was shooting for like 20, 30 if we could swing it. Again, we have to go over finances and shit, but
That's fucking cheap.
The cheaper the better for a 2-day, and like I said, we're going to bring in all kinds of genres of music. It's going to be some acoustic acts, maybe some reggae, some punk, some emo, indie, some metal, some fucking death metal. I mean, most of it's going to be metal. Let's be real. Like that's just kind of where we roll. But
yeah,
you don't want death metal at fucking 12 o'clock in the morning when you're hung the fuck over. You want to kind of ease into that. So, yeah, it's kind of a work in progress, but I think it's something that's going to happen. I think it's something that's going to be super rad if we can pull it off.
Yeah.
And if we do it right, it's just going to get bigger and better every year.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll have a huge stage, and if we can save money and do it the right way, but it depends, if we can get bands that are willing to play for free, it's going to help the budget for next year, or even just cover costs this year.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little things we got to work on, but I think from what we have projected, it's going to be pretty sick.
So it's a mutual understanding that it's fucking expensive.
Oh man, yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
And anyone who's in a band who's ever tried to put on a show, or promoters, a lot of promoters lose out on money week in and week out, which is unfortunate. They get this band on tour. Yeah, we can bring in fucking 100 people, no problem. And they have this huge guarantee. Fucking okay, whatever.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate and lucky enough. There are quite a few Sacramento local bands that absolutely want to play Titan Fest, and they're like full on board. And a couple of the promoters in the area are like 100% fucking down for it. My biggest thing about it is, like I said, if I have to, because like for me, I'm the kind of person that like I go all out. Like I don't like half-assing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm gonna be doing this, trying to do like this Titan Fest thing, it's like I gotta like fucking spend all my resources and ones that I don't even have.
Yep.
And
it's rough, dude.
Yeah, and so it's like if I want to do this outdoor style, because like I can rent a fucking stage. I don't remember how much it was, but there's like stages you could rent, and like I wish I could remember how much it was. But it's like I thought it'd be so sick to have like 2 different stages, right? And then it's like in the middle, that's where like everyone is, and then like on the sides, that's where like all the fucking bands are slinging their merch if they have their tents.
Oh yeah, you got a big fucking mindset for this.
Yeah, dude, and I want like food trucks and shit that way, or like either food trucks or tell bands, yo, cook what you want while you're at the fucking, at the thing, and if you want to sell food from your fucking tent, being like, yo, we have hot dogs and steak here or whatever. Or some other bands like, yeah, we got fucking all the alcohol, or maybe not alcohol. Sorry, they can't. I would have to actually hire a bartender that.
So even with food, you got to be careful because the health department, if you don't have a license to sell food,
oh, huh?
Yeah, so you got to be real careful, like when you go into this kind of shit, and then you're also going to want insurance in case anyone gets hurt. Then it doesn't come back on you. Like there's a lot of little things that we can discuss later. Like I'll kind of guide you through that. You might want to cover your tracks before you kind of jump into this kind of shit. Yeah. But if you can do it right, dude, it's fucking rad and it's worth it. It's stressful, setting up shows like that and doing certain things it's kind of rough, dude. But if you do it right and you make sure all your tracks are covered, then it's kind of worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just only stressed out with the fact that it's like I just don't have enough capital to pay for all of it. Like it's a fucking lot of money. Like,
so that's where sponsors come into play too, which I'll go over with you. So we got to talk after this.
Dude, I'm so down. Like
once we're done with this, we can talk a little bit more about kind of the best way to go about this and how to make it happen. But yeah, that's something we're working on is middle of September. We're going to try to do a huge festival camping style show. And like I said, if we got to start small, we'll work our way up, and we'll make things a lot better over the years. But if we can just get our foot in the door and do 1 year that's decent, then we can learn and grow and kind of move on from there.
I think your biggest thing is gonna be getting those bands that are like, yeah, dude, we're literally down just to play it. Are you cool with us selling merch? And like, yeah, dude, sell the merch you want. It's like, all right, cool, then fuck it. I like that. That works out,
Done. Yep.
Because we played a festival before where we didn't get paid for it, and we told them, don't pay us. Like, you're spending a lot of money on everything here. Don't pay us. And he's like, all right, cool. We ended up selling like over $300 in merch.
Fucking sick. So, and that's the hard part is like a lot of bands don't realize what it takes to put on shows. They just want to play shows, which is no big deal. But until you actually go out of your way to put on a show and set up an event, even if it's just a night, at a bar, like it takes time, it takes money, it takes work,
resources.
and so a lot of bands don't really understand what it takes just to get it done. So like anytime we brought bands from out of state, if we can pay them, cool. If we can't, hey, sorry, dudes, but you're gonna get good exposure out of it, if nothing else. So
yeah, I mean, like the way that I look at it is that it's like when you're a smaller band and you're going on these tours or whatever. When let's say we'll use the label for example. A label's gonna look at you and go, okay, this band's been on 10 tours and has headlined all 10 of these tours, and as I can tell, they have there's nothing attached to their flyers or to their thing, as in they're paying somebody else to help them run it. They're literally doing everything themselves. They're going to be like, I want to work with this band. They're doing shit by themselves. I can help them do something bigger. And obviously they want it because they're doing all the work, So
right.
If you play say you go on tour and you play one good show, decent show, and all the rest are fucking trash, the label will never know that all those other shows were shot. They're just going to see all the dates that you played, and that's all that mattered, is that you played all those dates and didn't cancel.
Yeah, so that's where it kind of gets weird. And, I've seen so many bands these days doing so well without a label, just all DIY. And it kind of gives hope to us. I'm sure it gives a little hope to you guys that there's an alternative outside of having this label to do this or that, because a lot of them will say they're going to do this or that, and half the time they don't really even come through unless
that's speaking from experience on your guys' side, because you guys were on Stay Sick and then you guys got shifted right to Modern Empire.
Yeah, and then so yeah, that's where it got weird. That's a weird topic because we started out on Eulogy, which back in the day they had like Unearth and
such a good band,
like Dashboard Confessionals. Like we were on a label with some crazy bands. I think I Killed the Prom Queen, and I don't know. It was kind of weird. So that was where Eulogy was before. And then we signed with them. We did a 1 year deal or 1 album deal, and then they got bought out by Stay Sick, which is when Franz was still running everything. Yeah, and then we released one song. I think it was "I Am the Light."
Yeah,
we released that, and then not that long after, Stay Sick got bought out again by Modern Empire. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it's like, who do I even talk to anymore to put out a new song or to do this or that? And so after trying to reach out so much to certain people, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to fucking we got a song. We're ready to put it out. No one wants to reach out to us. We're going to put it out on our own. And so that's where Captain's Log kind of came in. And yeah, we're still under contract, so it might come back and bite us in the ass. But for now, we're just going to do our own shit. It's just easier than having to ask somebody if this is cool, if that's all right, if we do this here or do that there. Like as a kid, that was my dream. Like, oh, I want to sign a fucking contract. Like that was huge for me. And I think as most musicians, it's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
And if you can do it right, and you sign a good contract, then fucking sweet. But I don't think every band needs that, and especially like where we're at right now, we're kind of just ready to work at our own pace, handle our own shit, especially with like the whole COVID thing. We had a nice break, we've gone through some member changes over the last couple of years. And so everything was just kind of at our leisure, what we wanted to do. And so it was kind of nice not having to worry about that. I mean, again, it might come back and bite us in the ass because we're still under a contract somewhere, somehow. But for now, it's just cool doing whatever the fuck we want to do, when we want to do it, how we want to do it. We're not rushed to write a bunch of fucking songs. We're just kind of taking our time and making sure we like the songs we're writing. We're not in a hurry to just pump out music for a deadline.
Yeah, makes sense. So
And
let's go back a little bit. So tell me, are you an original Repricked or Riot member, or how did you get into the band?
so I am actually. It's me and Eric, our drummer. We've been friends forever, and I was in a band back in the day, and he was still drumming. I don't know. We were best friends since 2004, 2005, give or take,
Damn.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
And then we never really had a band together. And I got an offer to be in this band called Contender, and we opened up for some big bands back in like 2006. We opened up for Unearth and Bleeding Through and The Faceless.
Nice.
I think I was 16 or 17 at the time. And then I joined the Army. Eric joined the Army. He came back. I joined the Army. I came back. I was like, fuck, dude, let's start a band. So we ended up joining a band. We didn't start a band, but we joined this band. It's called Voice of Victims. And they kicked us out. They kicked me and Eric out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It was super weird because they're like some of our really good friends, and they still are to this day. They're fucking rad dudes. But like we had to practice, right? Band practice was solid. I had all these shows booked for us. Everything was looking good. And then we had this band practice, and they sat us down and they're like, hey, either you guys quit or we quit. And like,
what?
I guess we quit. I don't know how this is going to work, but like somebody's quitting here. So me and Eric quit. So that was in 2009. Fast forward a couple of years. Like, I don't know what happened. We looked at each other and like, why aren't we playing? And so we just started jamming one day. I don't know why it took this long. We started jamming one day, wrote a song, and then I called up my next closest best friend was Ray. He's playing guitar for us now again. And we just kind of threw this band together. And yeah, so it was me and Eric, and then we brought in Ray, and then kind of built from there. And then we kicked people out. Some people quit. You know how bands go. Not always easy.
No, it's quite a pain in the ass sometimes.
It is due to my Ray, our guitar player now. He was our original guitar player, but then took a 5-year hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
But his dad always told me it's easy to start a band. It's hard to keep one. And so the fact that we've been able to do this for going on 10 years now has been pretty amazing. And we're almost back to our original lineup. We'll never go back to the original completely.
Yeah.
Just because we've found better musicians or vocalists. But so yeah, it was me and Eric back in 2012 started this.
Okay. So who's all in it now?
So officially, so it's me and Eric. We started this, and then Ray, he's the original guitar player. In 2015, we went through some washy shit. He left the band, and then came back last year, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then Richard, he's one of the original vocalists, but he wasn't there to begin with. He was the second vocalist, I guess, because we do have two. We have
Richard and
Johnny, who does the cleans. He also does screams, and then Richard was the original screamer, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And then we have Sammy on bass. I think he's been in the band since 2017.
Okay, nice.
So the lineup's good, dude. I'm happy with it. It feels good. It's it sucks like having to transition through members and this and that. And once we lost Phil, it's like fuck, where do we go from here?
Yeah, Phil was good too.
Yeah, he's just a cool dude. And I think more than anything, when it comes to this band, is it's not always necessarily like, can you just fucking sweep up and down your neck, or you know, it's not about that necessarily. Obviously, if you can do that, fucking sick, welcome. But
Yeah.
we like to party, dude. We're a hardy group of people to hang out with. We get rowdy. We like to have fun. We drink a lot.
So where'd the band name come from?
So that came from CJ, our original vocalist.
Oh, nice.
So we all kind of like went and fucking, you've been there. Coming up with a band name is probably the hardest part about being in this band.
Yeah.
That shit was so stressful. So we all kind of threw names into a hat, dude. Like literally, like, or we all wrote out names and then we figured out which ones we liked from each person. And then we threw them into a hat. So everyone in the band at the time, I think there was only 5 of us, threw a name in there, and then whoever we pulled out, that was going to be it. And I think we picked a Riot was CJ's, and that's the one that took it.
That's cool. That's better than ours. We were called Kingsmen at first because it was supposed to be a solo project that I was doing, and then when
Selfish.
yeah, right. No.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no. It literally, it was just a solo project I was doing, and then Jordan came over one day, and I was showing him some of the stuff I was writing, and then he was like, "Oh, I could do vocals on this stuff," and I was like, "Okay, I guess." So my solo project turned into a duo within like a couple weeks, and then I told him, I was like, "Hey, I'm moving to Sacramento. If you want to move with me, then like that'd be cool." And he's like,
So
"All
where
right,
were you
yeah."
before that then?
We were in what band or what? Where was I?
Where were you living?
Oh, I was living with my parents in Stevenson.
I have no idea where that's at.
Modesto.
Yeah, that's closer.
That's Central Valley. That's literally like practically dead center. It's like almost Merced. It's like Central Valley, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Stevenson is so small it's not even a town. It's like population 90.
Nice. I like those places.
Yeah, right. It's really nice. Anyways, yeah. So it went from Kingsman, and then me and Jordan moved to Sacramento, and then we're like, well, fuck it. I guess we're gonna try to start a band. So let's try it. So we found some, got our band members, and then we were like, well, a lot of people kept associating us with the Sacramento Kings, so they thought that's where we got our band name, and I was like, no, it's not. But that wasn't why we changed it. We changed it because this dude on Facebook sent me a fucking a page invite, and I was like, I messaged him and I was like, why would you invite me to my own band page? And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, why would you invite me to my own band page? I'm confused. And he's like, no, that's my band. I was like, no, click on the link. And then he messaged me back and he's like, yo, dog, we have the same band name. It's just he had one different capital letter. So when he typed it in, yeah. So we were so both of our bands had the same fucking band name. Just it was one letter different. And then we just kind of stayed friends now. And that band, Kingsman, they're actually on Sharptone Records now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and their fucking band's fucking badass. So we were like, fuck it, let's change the band name. So, man, we were tossing it up for like a week or so. And
well, Kingsman's that's a pretty dope name, so I would imagine that'd be hard to get rid of.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to get rid of because I loved it so much. But then we were into like, we wanted to keep the word king in it. And then we were like looking up like the last, like the kings, 3 kings, like kings, like anything with the word king in it. And I was like, well, why don't we do like the Last King? And they were like, the Last King. I was like, yeah, and like the Last Kings or whatever. And then a video game that I was playing came out with this new set of armor called Titan armor. And I told the guys, I was like, dude, what do we call the Last Titan? And all of us were just kind of like, that's kind of cool. And we're like, are we sure that's what we want to do? And we're like, sure, I guess. And so I messaged my friend Kendall from Dead Crown. I was like, yo, this is what our new band name is going to be called.
Oh,
Can
Dead Crown.
you make something from us? And then he was like, yeah, dude. And then he sent me over an image that he altered into the Last Titan, and bam, there. So we came up with the band name.
that's Vic.
All the dogs.
I think someone just knocked on my door, but I'm not answering it because we got more important shit to do. No, that's one thing I've always liked was you guys' name. And knowing that Kingsman was the original, that's fucking dope too. I like that one a lot.
Dude, the new we're actually we're changing the band name.
Oh, dude, right as I gotta go say some cool shit about it. Like,
Now you can say some cool shit about it.
no, I've always liked it. So, okay, is it too much to speak about right now?
I'm just gonna send you the photo over. Actually, I probably shouldn't have even said that, to be honest. Whoever listens is gonna know about this. I sent you over.
I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
It's a work in progress.
Okay, I'm not gonna give away too much, but I see what's going on here.
Yeah. Well, I told the guy, so he was like, "This is my starting point," and I was like, "Fucking, I love it already."
Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for you guys to officially announce that and release that. I'm excited to see the new lineup. I know you guys have gone through some member changes as well.
Yeah, sadly.
No, I mean, dude, it's a hard thing. You know, when we lost CJ, original vocalist, we were kind of at a standstill for like an hour. I don't know. It wasn't that long.
Oh my god, dude, we were going on, yeah, we didn't decide on a final vocalist until literally last month. Like, no joke. Like, we tried out 17 vocalists. Like, and this is like, well, no, we tried out, I think we tried out like 7 or 8 vocalists, but we had like 17 people collectively try. Like, they sent us stuff. You know,
damn.
So, yeah.
You guys either just fucking picky eaters, or you just had a shitty fucking crop come in, or what's going on there?
So a couple of them I know were just fucking around. I hardcore believe that they were.
Who goes
just
into an
like,
audition fucking around though? Like, you want it or you don't.
Yeah, no, they were not serious about it.
Oh,
and then a couple of the dudes, they were in other bands, and then like they were just like, I just can't do 2 bands, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, no harm, no foul. You know, thanks for trying. You know. And then a couple of some other dudes, they just weren't a good fit, and we tried. You know, we really tried for like a month or 2 with some of these guys. We tried hella hard, but we were just like, dude, honestly, it's just like your style's way different than like what we're doing. And they were like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it either. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, no hard feelings. You're good at what you're doing, but for what we want to, where we're going, it's like not working out, you know?
So I think, I don't know, what's kind of weird for us, I think with that being said is a different style than like what you're used to would almost bring like this whole new sound that you're not even expecting. So it's kind of, I don't know, that's a hit or miss, but when you know for sure.
Yeah. Well,
and so is that something you guys have established up to this point?
Yeah, well, actually, the whole band did without me, and that will be explained off the air. I'll explain how that whole situation happened. But yeah, the band pretty much decided. Yeah, they all decided, and then talked to me about it, and I was like, oh, thanks for including me in the conversation, everybody. Round of a fucking applause.
Ouch.
Nah, it's cool though, and like I understood after why they did what they did, but yeah, no, I think things will be okay. I'm trying to believe that, and I'm trying to grasp everything that's happening, but you know, it's been a long time since everyone's played shows. It's been a long time since any of that's happened, and so. My first show that I'm actually going to go back to, I believe, is June 19th, and it's here in Sacramento at the Holy Diver. I really want to eat their pizza again. That's not the main reason why I'm going, but that is a big reason why I'm going.
I'm a fat boy, dude. If you fucking like pizza, and if you want to play a show and eat pizza, by all means, book a show to eat some pizza.
Dude, I want to fucking play at Jub Jub's, but I want to play on the main stage, because when we
they fucking closed down, dude.
No way, like permanently?
Yeah, COVID's fucked a lot of shit up, man.
Oh no! We just played the back little bar area.
Yeah, we never got to play that one. We always play the main stage, which I guess is not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing at all.
We always play the main stage over there, but No, we love that venue, man. We just love any venue that's willing to, because to be honest, venues don't make a whole lot of money. The people who keep them running are literally just either diehard music fans or, or just trying to get by. They're not making a fucking grip of money and drive around in fucking Mercedes or whatever. People who own venues or run venues are literally just there for the music. And that's one thing I always appreciated about Jub Jubs was that atmosphere. It felt like a venue. It
Yeah.
didn't feel like this high end club or this shitty fucking bar. It was, right in the middle of those where it just felt like a music venue. And, they did the best they could to have the best sound they could and, the best sound guys and this and that. But that was one of the venues that COVID really hit in Reno, and unfortunately they had to shut down. And so now we're left.
Back?
No, not. I mean, not. So that's been a venue since shit 2004, maybe earlier.
Damn.
It wasn't always Jub Jubs. It used to be called Stonies back in the day. Actually, As I Lay Dying did their An Ocean Between Us CD release party there, August 21st, 2007.
Nice.
They did their An Ocean Between Us CD release party at that venue with Drop Dead Gorgeous and Poison the Well, I believe.
Fuck, Drop Dead Gorgeous.
And I was going to go, but I played the night before with Bleeding Through. So I was like, fuck, I'm so burnt out. I can't go to another show.
Mm-hmm.
I went way too hard. My head felt like it was going to fall off. I felt like a fucking bobblehead. But so no, that's been a venue for a long time. So it might not have the name Jub Jubs, but I'm hoping someone picks it up and does something, especially now that shows are coming back. There's a chance that they'll be able to draw a little revenue off of it. If they do it right, get a good promoter in there, draw in some good bands. I played there with Era. We played with the Amity Affliction. We played with Kingdom of Giants. I think Memphis May Fire, Bless the Fall. We played some big shows there.
You guys played Knitting Factory too before it shut down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Alexandria.
We didn't play there. Oh wait, no, we played with Asking Alexandria at Cargo. At the Knitting Factory, we played with like Killswitch Engage. Fuck, that was a long time ago. Who else did we play with? I don't know. We played with some big shows there. Killswitch. I mean, I can't even think of another one after that. Like that's just a huge fucking band.
Yeah.
For us. That was 2015, and as a little kid, I was in high school or middle school or whatever it was, I'm always jamming Killswitch, and then I get the call from J-Max Productions, like, you want to play with Killswitch? I'm like, what? Is it fucking April 1st? Don't fuck with me. Because, yeah, I'll kill everyone in my band if they can't make it, and I'll just play solo.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. No, that's how I am, dude. Like, man, I've had to miss out on a couple, like, really good shows because we couldn't, like, because, like, I had banners, I couldn't make it, and I'm just like, fuck.
Oh, it's so stressful.
But you know what? We ended up with really good ones after that ended up happening. So, as much as it's like made me upset to not have those moments, there were other ones that followed that were like just as good.
No, hey, you just got to tell them, oh, we're bringing someone else in then to fill the show in, and they'll be there, dude.
I'm not an ass. I can't be that much of an ass. I mean, I'm a dickhead, but I'm not that much of a dickhead. Holy shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, no,
That happened once. And it was with Richard. Richard's like, oh, I can't make it. I'm like, cool. We got someone else to fill in then. I'm not missing the show. It was with the Amity Affliction in 2019. I think it was with the Amity Affliction and the Plot and You, maybe.
Okay.
And we're like, all right, dude, if you can't be there, we'll have someone fill in. Yeah, he was there.
That's funny. That's so funny. Yeah, no, we've never had a fill. Well, we technically have had a filling, but not really. Like when one of our when our guitarist John quit, the last show he played was that show in Carson City with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so after that, we actually did a tour after that as a 4-piece, which was kind of nice because there was more room in the van. Well, actually, no, I take that back. There wasn't because we took our friend Anthony with us, and Brianna was with us, our tour photographer. So
Is
we
that when we
actually
met
had,
up in LA?
yeah, that was that tour.
Okay, yeah, we met up in LA and played down there.
That venue fucking sucked.
I liked it, dude. I just like dirty little venues for some reason.
My God, no, I hated how because our system ran through the PA.
Yeah, I remember you
So
had the Line 6, the Helix.
yeah, so cabs that didn't exist for us. We didn't use cabs. So yeah.
Uh,
So Ugo was like trying to hear our guitars through the fucking two little tiny monitors up in the sky. So it was, and the stage was so small. I don't know, man. We did not have a good time on that show. But Noah, he filled in on that tour. No,
okay.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't fill on that tour. He filled on the tour after. Yeah, because that's when John quit, and then we were like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do as a 4-piece?" And then we're like, "Fuck it, me and Hector will play guitars, and we'll just have no bass player." And
I think that's what it was. So that was early 2020, right before COVID hit. Because I remember we left LA. We played that show with you guys in LA.
yeah,
And then we went straight over to Vegas. And like on our way to Vegas, we'd gotten some news of fucking Wuhan flu, Kung Fu
yeah.
bullshit.
Then Noah did play that one. Yeah, you guys met Noah then.
Yeah, and so it was super weird. We got to Vegas and we were all joking about it. I remember walking down Fremont Street in Vegas and it was like, oh, Wuhan flu, fucking. And we were just making jokes, like not even thinking the shit was going to get serious.
Yeah,
And then we had gotten home and then we came to Sacramento. That was the last time I'd seen you. We came to Sacramento February 19th of 2020 was the day we played at Holy Diver.
yeah,
And then like right after that, everything just shut down like fucking in a heartbeat. It was crazy.
yeah.
And no one expected it to be as long as it has been. And so that was kind of a hard thing to go about. But it kind of worked out in our advantage because I think at that time, I think it was a few months later, Phil had left the band. And we just kind of wanted to write some new shit anyway. And so not playing shows was not necessarily a bad thing for us. We've been kind of quiet on social media,
Yeah, same.
Over this last year and a half. And, but just know that we've been getting shit done, dude. I'm excited and I'm ready.
I'll have to show you a snippet of a couple things after this that we've been working on.
That's not fair to the audience, to the listeners.
They'll have to wait. It's okay. Literally, I think like almost every single podcast I've ever done so far, I think almost all of them, I've told them like, yeah, I'll show you something after. So all the listeners know that I am showing all the people that are on it a little snippet of what's new for us.
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited to hear that.
Dude, I'm not. I'm so fucking stressed out about it. Like, holy shit. Because the judgment that we're gonna fucking get is going to be insane. Like,
oh, dude, if that's what you're worried about, then you're right up my alley.
Yeah, dude. I'm so worried about just all the shitty comments that I'm gonna hear from people. And I'm just gonna be
that's
like,
the
dude,
best.
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
dude, if people are fucking giving you shitty comments, you're doing something fucking right.
well, it's more like, it's not really in like the way of like saying like, oh man, this sucks or something like that. It's more of like, oh man, why would you go with that fucking vocalist? Your last one was better. Stuff like that,
Yeah.
I want to be like, well, if we, you don't understand the situation that we were put in, so you need to like, fuck off and understand that we as a band, as other members in the band, all matter, and we all still want to fucking do music, so we're going to continue doing music, and we're not going to scrap the whole fucking band because one member's not in it. Like, think about how many bands in the world that have gone through members. Imagine if they just scrapped the name every single time. Bring the Horizon, Killswitch Engage.
It's funny because there are some bands that do that every time. But I mean, they're already established enough where they can just regenerate a fucking fan base overnight.
Yeah.
When it comes to bands like us, who are literally just putting work in for fucking years, and you lose a member, like, sorry, but changing the name's not an option, whether this dude's in it or not.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Obviously you and Jordan were like some of the original members.
Yeah.
Based on the Kingsmen and that story we kind of went through earlier.
Yeah.
In the talk. But yeah, it was just, once me and Eric started this band, whether fucking our old vocalist came up with the name or not. I think we literally pulled that shit out of a hat. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing. Like that's who we are. Whether you're fucking in it or not, that's who we are.
Yeah.
And as long as we're in this band, that's what it's going to be called, and this is what we're going to do. And what's been really cool, dude, it's been hard to transition through band members. You know, it's we lost. I don't know how many bass players we've been through, 3 or 4. Guitar players, vocalists, this and that.
I even asked Sammy if he'd be down to play bass for us. I asked him last year, or back in either 2020 or I think it was 2020. I asked him because there's a guy around July because there was a guy that we were trying out with and it didn't work out with him. So I was like, who the fuck would I be down to have play bass for us? And then I think Hector was like, dude, why don't we ask Sammy? And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, I'll ask him.
What'd he say?
He was like, dude, that's like, he was like super honored and stuff like that. And then he was like gonna talk to you guys about it because he wasn't too sure about the whole thing. And then he was like, honestly, he was like, thank you for asking. He's like, but that's a long ass drive, and I don't really want to do all that traveling and shit. And I was like, it's okay. Figured I'd ask.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's worth throwing it out there. And it's one of those things. Like I don't know how you guys roll. Like a lot of bands, you know, will do shit just online. You know, you write some tracks, throw some drums over it, send it to somebody. But we like the in person. You know, let's dial shit in and let's work on this live, and then we can work on different transitions that we don't have recorded. And
yeah, see, that's how I am. But sadly, our new drummer lives in LA.
Fuck.
And Ugo, he lives in Modesto, but he's playing catch up right now on relearning everything because Ugo's the original. Well, I can't say original, but so me and Hector are the 2 original members from day one.
Right.
I would consider Ugo kind of like an original because of the fact that he was around when we were writing the Violence Speaks Volumes record, and even has his vocals on the track. So it made sense when we were looking for, you know, another member that can sing. We were like, well, let's ask Ugo if he'd be down. And Ugo was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm down. As long as I don't have to play drums. And I was like, yeah, you don't have to play drums. He's like, all right, cool. So that's one good thing.
Yeah, it's still tough though, like not having that connection. You know, everything's via internet or, you know, like a Zoom meeting, kind of like we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why, like, I was telling you, like, September or October is, like, when we're going to be, like, down or, like, ready to play shows. Because, like, we are going to have our first official full fucking band practice not this Saturday, next Saturday. So it's, like, you know, we only get them when we can because we're hitting the studio to finish a track, officially finish it, June 3rd. And then June 12th, we're shooting the music video for it, hopefully. And then end of June, if it's done, edited, and everything, it'll be out by the end of June. That's the fucking goal. No matter what happens. All right,
ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first. End of June, early August. Some new Last Titan shit.
Yeah, well, actually, our plan is end of June, new song. End of August, a new song. End of October, a new song. So.
Oh, you guys are fucking ready to roll, dude. I like it.
Well, we have 3 songs that are done, but the vocals need to be done on all 3 of them.
That's fucking where I sort of got the same position, dude. We have 3 fucking songs we recorded. Fuck, probably the last time I saw you.
Yeah. No,
or actually before that.
We've had one of them. One of them we have had on the back burner for 2 fucking years.
Oh shit.
And maybe 3 years now. It might be 3 fucking years. I don't fucking know. And the other 2 we've had. Well, yeah, the other 2 we've had for a year.
Okay, so I gotta ask you. I know it's your podcast and you're kind of interviewing me, but I'm fucking curious. You were worried about a lot of shade from other people based on your new shit.
Yeah.
What can we expect to hear? What's going to be different or what? And you don't have to give everything away, but in general, I feel like a new sound is coming out of you guys, and I'm curious just to know right now.
Okay, so I've showed a few people, and so I've showed them the 2 newest ones. So the 3rd one that we're releasing in October, we've actually played it live a few times. It's Carnival Decay. but we never actually released it before, like
Okay.
social media or online. We only ever played it. So people that have seen us live within the last year, and anyone that saw us in 2019, after May, has
They've
seen
heard the
us play
song.
it. Yeah. Um,
But hearing it, so that's what's weird. Like hearing it at a show, like you almost forget it instantly.
exactly. Exactly. No, that's very true. So it's still a brand new song technically.
Yeah, for
The other
sure.
two though are like completely fucking new. Like,
I'm
one of
excited. Like,
dude,
what in what way?
dude. Okay, so one of them has a chorus on it, like the not chorus, but like instrumental. This instrumental itself makes
More
you
melody.
emotional, dude. It makes you emotional. It makes you like, wow, like this is a big fucking deal.
I'm
And
excited. That's my
it has
shit, dude.
two extra instruments in it actually, that are going to be backtracked because we don't have those two extra members to play those two things, but
Well, for
you
sure.
will hear them. And then the other one has a breakdown on it that is so fucking sick that everybody that I've showed it to has literally like looked at me and was like,
Just want to puke or
"Yo,
what? Like, is it gnarly?
dude, it's fucking gnarly, bro." They're just like,
Yeah.
they're like, "Dude, how the fuck do you come up with this idea?" I was like, "Dude, cause I'm the kind of person that when I write a song, I always try to remember to do something within the song that highlights someone's ability in the band to do something to like their craft, you know." So, for example, let's take Broken King for example. When we wrote it, there's a part that we actually don't play Broken King anymore. Sadly, sorry guys, but that's a song that we're actually retiring. Well, the song's about Jordan's father, so I'm not going to sing those lyrics, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But so there's a part where it's like da 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 da, and then the bass goes so I wrote that part specifically so that Hector could have like a little
A little time to shine.
exactly. And same thing goes with Carnival Decay is a really good example. Whenever people release it or whenever we release and people can hear it, there's like a huge drum solo in it. And then a big ass fucking breakdown, and then so wanted to write something for Ugo to shine bright in, and then we have 7 Days and Beneath the Surface, which were written by Beneath the Surface were written by John, and there's a solo in it. So there you go, John, you get solo, and then Ugo wrote a solo in 7 Days that has a solo in it, but it's more melodic. So the breakdowns, I guess, or stuff like that, or vocals. I don't know. For me, vocals are like they're everywhere. They're all over the song. So the vocals don't need time to shine because they're literally there the entire fucking time.
Right. There's going to be a good spot and a bad spot for them to, put their sense into it. And if
Yeah.
you can write something catchy over this, cool. If you can't, cool. But there's, certain times where vocals just stop, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let the guitars do their thing or the drums or the bass.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so the breakdown. So the second one the metalcore one that we want to release is gonna be hopefully it's either last Friday of August or first Friday of July. It's one or the other. But like I said, it depends on the timing of the dude that is gonna edit it for us if he could finish it. If you're listening to this, CJ, we're not rushing you. That's our buddy CJ. He's in a
Hint, hint,
band
wink,
called
wink.
Taking Fox Hollow, and he's gonna film it for us.
Nice.
But yeah, and then the heavier one, that's fucking insane. That one's gonna be released end of August. And then the Carnival Decay, that's more of like a Halloween style theme. So we're like, fuck it, let's just release it either on Halloween or maybe the weekend
Oh,
before.
you guys are hitting a fucking old Lifetime Kills fucking.
Nah, this came out. We made this song way before.
So I like that.
Yeah.
I like that band, but goddamn, they've gone too far with the whole fucking Freddy Krueger, Elm Street, whatever.
I don't know. I don't listen to them. I'm not a fan.
I used to listen to
tried.
them, and I don't listen to them anymore. But I just follow them on social media, and everything they post is just about Friday the 13th or scary shit. I'm like, if it's working for you, I guess. But
Yeah.
at one point, you got to just find some originality in yourself. But
Yeah, I understand. But before we wrap all this up, because we've gone, I think we're about over an hour now. 'Cause I
Damn,
saw a
that went
couple.
quick.
Yeah, I know, right? It happens. Um, so if people wanted to find your band, where can they find all your stuff at?
So Facebook, I think it's just Facebook. We Predict a Riot. I'm pretty sure we're the only band, which is cool. That's what we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
having the same band name and stuff. I think we're the only band that we know of anyway. It's called We Predict a Riot. So Facebook / We Predict a Riot, and then our Instagram is Wapar official. Wapar_official.
Uh-huh.
And then obviously Spotify, YouTube. If you just literally look up We Predict a Riot, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
July 24th for anyone in Reno, even Sacramento. I mean, it's not a far drive because we're playing with a serious lineup. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ex Mortis.
Sounds familiar.
Dude, those guys fucking shred. Like, it's weird that we're on the bill because we're
Lighter
the melodic fucking metalcore band, but this show is fucking straight metal, dude. So July 24th at the Virginia Street Brew House. It's called Devastation in the Desert. My buddy Chuck Raumi, he's putting this on. It's got Ex Mortis, Power Shift, Condemned Existence, Nivian from the Ruins, Hella Metal.
Oh yeah. I saw that flyer.
Yeah, it's a band out of California. Us, Rage of War, Blasphemous Creation. It's gonna be a gnarly day of metal, dude. It's gonna be the first like official show back for us. And when it came to setting it up, I was talking to Chuck. He's the promoter, and I was like, "Listen, dude, I don't want to fucking have our fans wearing masks and 6 feet apart." He's like, "Nope, we're fucking playing the show, dude." And I took his word for it. We booked it. The mask thing is kind of going out of the way. It's gonna be full on fucking mosh pit and getting rowdy like the good old days, dude. I can't wait.
That's sick. All right, so here's another question. So this is the last one. What are your top 3 favorite breakdowns
Holy shit.
ever?
See, this is the kind of shit I need like a little heads up for. Top 3 favorite breakdowns ever.
Dude, my podcast is called the Breakdown Riff. Come on.
All right.
Do an oldie and then a new one and then like a middle ground, maybe. That helps sometimes.
So Emir, I mean, you got to go with some old school Emir.
Okay.
I'm not like a huge fan of their music, but like fucking most of their songs are just breakdowns from top to bottom. Like there wasn't even like a chorus or a verse. It was just like a breakdown, then another breakdown, then another breakdown. So like some old school Emir. I'm gonna go with Bow Down from Born of Osiris.
I haven't heard it yet.
What? Track 7 on hold on, I gotta look up the album. But from Born of Osiris, the song is called Bow Down, dude. It almost starts out with the fucking breakdown, dude. It's crazy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But that one, it's off the New Rain, so it's track 7 off the New Rain, which would be for you.
Okay.
No one else to see this, but track 7 on this, it's called Bow Down. Emir, and then oh man, if I had to go with the third one, yeah, Emir. So the Respect Issue would be my first one. I don't know the name of the song. False Love in Real Life. So when I got married, my fucking wife hates Emir, but we were fucking partying at the reception and shit, and I was like, went up to the DJ. I was like, hey, play this song. And like, if you actually read the words, it's like totally like you're just another notch on this belt I wear. It's like not like good marriage shit to play.
Yeah.
But as a metalhead, I'm like, fucking, we're gonna get crazy, dude. So we had this huge mosh pit, fucking got down to some Emir. It was fucking pretty dope. And then I guess the third one, I mean, as Blood Runs Black fucking always hits home.
Yes. One of the last one of my last podcasters, he or guess he said fucking he said as Blood Runs Black 2, and he's like, bring the motherfucking rocket.
Ruckus.
Yes.
Yeah, the Allegiance album just goes hard, dude.
Dude,
The
I like all
Allegiance
three
album.
of the albums, man. All three that they have are perfect to me.
Allegiance, I mean, for some reason that one fucking really hit hard, but when it comes to breakdowns, especially like, you know, I play metalcore, I don't play like the death style shit, but that album just has this versatility that really just brings all of it together, dude. So like, as Blood Runs Black, Emir, and old school Born of Osiris, dude, the breakdowns in those fucking albums just really fucking brought it home for me. I mean, I can go on for days about breakdowns because that's my shit.
Yeah.
We had a shirt back in the day that said "I Heart Breakdowns," and it had our little logo at the very bottom. It was hella small.
That's sick.
But that wasn't the point of the shirt. The point of the shirt was the fucking breakdowns, and that's what we love, dude. That's our thing.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Thank you for doing this. Don't hang up, because I'm gonna show you some stuff real quick before I let you go.
Sick.
Well, I'll have to try
I'm
to get
stoked.
some of the other guys on this eventually.
Yeah, I think they're all down, dude. Whenever you're ready for them, fucking sign them up. But no, it's been good chatting, dude. Fucking, I appreciate you having me on, and
Yeah,
we'll make it happen again soon.